Hello, my name is Hallvör Rúnarsdóttir. I am a classical soprano from Iceland and I am the artistic director of Cantoque Ensemble, a vocal professional group from Iceland. In the group, we have some of the most prominent singers in Iceland, both on the opera stage as well as in the concert stage, oratorio and lieder. And what we have in common is that we all like to sing in choirs and vocal groups. So we decided to form this group to perform mostly Baroque and contemporary music. We decided to start the group in 2017 to collaborate with two Baroque orchestras from the Nordic countries, Hör Baroque and Kameretta Öresund. And we have since then collaborated with them in other projects, as well as Ensemble Nylandia from Finland. We have had our concerts broadcast in 3 different countries. We have been nominated 4 times for the Icelandic Music Awards, twice as the Classical Group of the Year, and twice for the Classical Concert of the Year. In 2019, we decided to collaborate with the Icelandic Baroque group Brák, and at that time we got the very promising and amazing young conductor Steinar Logi Helgason to work with us. He had just finished his studies at the Royal Academy of Music in Copenhagen, Denmark, and we were very lucky to start this collaboration, which has carried on through for these 3 years. And the latest one was this concert with the vocal compositions of Jón Nordal.
Hello, my name is Steinar Logi Helgason and I'm a conductor and sometimes collaborator with Cantoque Ensemble. The man we are honoring with this program, Jón Nordal, is one of Iceland's most important composers. He was born in 1926 and studied all over the world, including Paris, Rome, Zurich and Darmstadt. He moved back home to Iceland and became a prominent figure in the Icelandic musical landscape, most notably as the principal of the Reykjavík College of Music. His early music, you can notice the influence of Hindemith, but after attending the infamous summer courses in Darmstadt, he started to do some experimentation with serial music. That period in his life lasted a few years before he wrote the piece Adagio for flute, harp, strings and piano in 1966. That piece was kind of the foundation of his highly individual harmonic language. His music is diverse and he wrote music for orchestras, chamber music, choral music and theater music. His compositional output is not large, but it's great of quality, depth and emotional intensity. It's a great honor for us to get to perform his music, and we think that it has great value for the world abroad.
So, we want to talk a little bit about the project itself. This concert of the vocal compositions of Jón Nordal was an idea that both me and Steinar had separately for many years. Jón Nordal is my favorite Icelandic composer. His music is just out of this world. And I have been fortunate enough in my career to have been a part of the premiere of quite a few of his pieces. So shortly after we founded Cantoque Ensemble, the idea came to me that I wanted to do a concert of his vocal compositions. And Steinar?
Yeah, I have the same kind of connection to Jón Nordal as Hallveig has. He's one of my favorite composers, and actually he has a large kind of influence on the fact that I became a choir director. When I was in college, I bought a stack of his choir music, and when I was gonna found a choir and everything, I had never sung in a choir at that point, but that piece was actually Aldasöngur by Jón Nordal, which is one of the pieces on the program. And we were using those copies I bought when I was 16 years old in the concert.
Yes, and you went to visit him as well.
Yeah.
To talk about the music to him.
Talk about his choir music and kind of interpretation and stuff like that. Having no experience with choirs at that point.
So I think it was quite obvious because after our first collaboration in 2019, Cantoque Ensemble and Steinar Logi, we started talking about doing this project. Yeah. And the idea was to do it on his 95th birthday in 2021. But due to COVID, it got postponed for 1 year.
Yeah. And the idea behind the program, we wanted to have a hour-long concert which would give kind of a good overview on his choral composition output. So the oldest work on the program is written in 1945 when he was 14 years old. And the newest piece on the program was written in 2007. So it's kind of a large spectrum. Yeah. And also in the kind of compositional details, we have kind of the more folk elements, both in his arrangements and in Aldasöngur, and then the more kind of sensual, chromatic, harmonic language of the larger pieces like Lux Mundi and Vorkvæði Ísland.
Yes. I think it's just I think his music really needs to be heard to a wider audience than just for us here in Iceland. I think his vocal compositions especially are of such a high quality that it's rarely found in the world. And this music is music that you sing, and when you sing his music once, you know it for the rest of your life. It integrates into your body. It's absolutely amazing.
We know it and love it. Now it's time for the rest of the world to get to know it.
Exactly.